What's up? What's up? What's up?
Reduce your expectations to 0.
Now remember, he told his team, we want to rob the bank before they know they've been robbed. Stealth is— the bank exploded! Dollar bills fell from the sky like flakes of—
What do we say when somebody wants to be our friend? Listen, we can be friends, but understand that I don't go anywhere or do anything. And after texting you back one day, I will most likely drop off the face of the planet for 2 to 3 business months. Okay?
Way! Oh my God.
Knock it off.
Mind your own business.
I would love to. But now I'm wondering if all that gasping is about something I've already read or something coming up.
I'm on page 312.
Don't tell me that! Now I know there's a gasp coming in 20 pages.
Oh, so you think you're brave, huh? Well, I dare you to tell BookTok what your least favorite popular book is. I'll go first. No, I won't. Yeah, I will. Do you see it? So what, shall we?
On the bottom, Paige, you were good. I'm waiting for you to be great. And next, Kendall. You didn't stick out to me. Next is Brooke. Next, Nia. You're third on the pyramid. You were third overall high score. And Mackenzie. And on top of the pyramid, going 3 for 3, once again, is Maddie.
So, who's the lucky guy? His name is Ryle. We met about a year ago. What about you? Married? Have a girlfriend? I do, actually. Her name is Cassie. We've been together almost a year now. I'm really glad I got to see you, Lily. I will say, I kind of wish this could have happened a year ago.
Those little high-waisted shorts, oh.
I'm not even fucking lying. I barely made it through fucking today. I just been going through the motions. This book is so sad. It fucking hurt. It hurts my fucking chest. But it's so good. I can't stop reading it. Fuck. Be careful reading this shit. It's a good book. Don't get me wrong. It's a good book. But I feel like I'm going through depression all over again, bitch, and I don't got a therapist no more. Oh, this book is fuck. They don't call it mine. Fuck for nothing. This might be my 13 reasons.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset. She's going off about something that you said. But she doesn't get your humor like I do. I'm in my room. It's a typical Tuesday night. I'm listening to the kind of music she doesn't like, and she'll never know your story like I do. 'Cause she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's
you are in a book slump, keep watching. Or if you just want some good, fast-paced book recs, also keep watching. These are some of my favorite books that will ward off the book slump. Or just keep you interested and entertained. Number 1, we have This Is How... What is it called? This Is How You Lose the Time War. Not only is it tiny, small but mighty, it is so interesting. I've never read anything like it. Long story short, it's about 2 opposing spies and they write love letters to each other and they fall in love that way and they don't actually like meet, kind of. Anyways, was that a spoiler? I don't think so. Number 2, we have Defy the Night. I will never shut up about this book. It is so fast-paced, dual POV. I've also never read anything like this. It just had some interesting things. Okay, next we have The Shadows Between Us. Some people do not like this book. I think for a standalone fantasy, it was fun. Was it the best thing I've ever read? No. Did it keep me entertained? Yes. Therefore, read it. I feel like not enough people talk about Number in the Ashes. Beautiful world building, great story, great characters. Have I finished the series? No, but what I have read, I've liked. So you finish the series for me, let me know what you think. And lastly, we have Daughter of the Pirate King. Now, this is another book that I know people have opinions on, but listen. It is a fantasy duology. This book is so much better than the second one, so if you just want to read this one and forget the second one, I will not judge. Is it cheesy? Yes. Is the writing predictable? Absolutely. But there's enemies to lovers romance, and it keeps you occupied and entertained. I read this in one day, if that helps you. All right, I do have more, so let me know if you need more help getting out of the book slump.
I read 81 books in 2022, and these are my top 10 in no particular order. Starting strong, we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have never read a book that has made me feel the way that this one made me feel. It felt so real. It was so good. Next, we have Archer's Voice. This is just a perfect small-town romance. There's so much more to the story than just being a romance. It was incredible. I have bawled my eyes out to this book, in the best way possible, of course. A Court of Mist and Fury. This one I think is self-explanatory. This was by far my favorite book. Malibu Rising. Again, nobody can make a book feel so real like Taylor Jenkins Reid. I felt like I was loving these characters like I knew them personally. Ignite Me. The whole Shatter Me series was kind of the best thing to ever happen to me, but Ignite Me specifically, one of my favorite books of all time for sure. Song of Achilles. The most heartbreakingly beautiful book I have ever read. Not a day goes by that I don't think of this book. The Shadows Between Us. This is by no means a perfect book, but for me personally, it was perfect. I have read the bad reviews, I know the criticism, and I just don't want to hear it. It's perfect in my eyes. The Cruel Prince series, which I'm counting as one book because I read them all back to back to back, and I can't tell you where one book stops and the next one starts. It's all just one big book to me. Amazing, beautiful, perfect. Vow of Thieves. I think this is an unpopular opinion to like Vow of Thieves more than Dance of Thieves. It was slightly a little bit better in my opinion, and I loved it. It's everything that a fantasy romance should be. Last book is the Mindfuck series. There is just nothing like this series. I'm also counting this as one book because the length of the books is short, so it's pretty much one book. If someone would have told me I'd be reading about a killer and rooting for her, I wouldn't have believed you. But this book does that. So those are my top 10-ish books of 2022.
I've read 140 books so far this year, and only 11 have been 5-star reads. So I thought I would show you guys them. And for me, a 5-star is basically just any book that gives me that specific, like, giddy feeling. And that's how I base my 5 stars. Starting out, we have none other than The Right Move by Liz Tomford. This is like my romance Bible. This is like the blueprint to a perfect romance for me. This is a 6-star book for me. I love Ryan Shea that much, and I have this so annotated. Literally the best book. Pick it up if you haven't read it. Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the 3rd book in the series, and this was the one where I finally felt like that found family feeling that everybody talks about and raves about, and I fell in love, and I really am so excited to continue on. I still have to read Kiss the Sky. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. This is a psychological thriller. This had me up all night reading, read it in one sitting. The plot twist was crazy, and I loved everything about this book. Really, really recommend if you're looking for like a fast-paced, crazy plot twist. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Krista Broadbent was my like entry into fantasy. I fell in love with this book. I love vampires. I'm just a vampire girly. And everything about this book was perfect. Also, being like new to fantasy, I felt like I could really follow along and like understand the world building because it didn't feel too complex for me. So I really recommend this. Elsie Silver is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I finally read the Chestnut Springs series, starting off with Flawless. I loved everything about this book. I actually started it in 2022 and DNF'd, and then picked it back up this year, and literally was so mad at myself for doing that. But I love Rhett, just chef's kiss. I love the small town. I love cowboys. Ye freaking haw. And then going off that, Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the companion series. And this follows Theo and Winter. Again, the trope, she did it so well. So well. Also, sorry about the lighting. It's about to storm. And then I finally read ACOTAR series this year. ACOTAR was only like a 4 or 4.5 star book for me. But these were all 5 stars because I am so invested in this series. I love these characters. Reese has my freaking heart. I love him. But I will say that A Court of Silver Flames, Nesta, like, this book made me love Nesta, and this is a 6-star book for me. And lastly, the book that I don't own a physical copy of is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I read that back in January. It's like a thriller based in the winter at a rest stop. It's really, really good. I don't want to say too much because I know a lot of people like to go in blind, but I really, really recommend that book. And those are all my 5-star reads. Let me know if you've read any of these or your thoughts. Let me know some books I should check out.
Hello, my friends. I've seen this TikTok everywhere, and I'm hopping on board. So today we're gonna do popular BookTok books that I haven't read yet, that I want to read, but I just need like a little bit of a push, you know, a little inspirational motivation. So if you've read any of these books, please let me know what you thought, good or bad. Let me know the inner workings, and no spoilers, obviously, please. But let me know what y'all thought and convince me to read them, please. Number 1, Where the Crawdads Sing, Delia Owens. I want to watch the movie, so I need to read the book first. Should I read it? Let me know. I know I want to read it, but like, convince me. Next up, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, TJR. I've heard amazing things about this. I don't know. I just can't like bring myself to read it. Again, please convince. Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Holly Jackson. I feel like this will be fast and a good like quick read, so I do want to read this. Is fall the right time? I feel like fall's the right time, so I feel like I need to get on this. Next up, Lessons in Chemistry. So I love Ali Hazelwood and Women in STEM romance. I've heard that this takes the cake for Women in STEM romance. So, very excited about it. Finally got the new cover. Not the new cover, I think it's the UK cover, right? I don't know. But anyway, the pretty cover, because I can't stand that like weird neon peach orange situation. Here she is, and please convince me to read it. Coming in hot next, we have Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Dewar. I read All the Light We Cannot See, and it was stunning, but I bought this so long ago, and I still haven't read it. Has anyone read this? Please let me know. Moving on, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I've read Christina Lauren, obviously, Love in Other Words. Beautiful, stunning, we all love her. I meant the book. Christina and Lauren are actually 2 people, fun fact. But here she is. I want to read her. I don't know. Should I? Let me know. So, I know it's a crime that I haven't read this yet. Fully aware. I don't know. I really want to get into it. Is there a season that I should read it in? Like, is this fall-winter situation right? I don't know. This is one I'm extremely excited about. Probably one of my most anticipated, but I still like can't bring myself to really commit because I also have the whole series, and like it's just the whole series. It's daunting. It's a lot. So next, Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller. I posted this in a book haul a long time ago, and it got so much attention. Like y'all loved it apparently. Well, actually, it was love or hate. The other people who didn't love it were like, this was the most boring book. There was nothing to it. I hated it. So let me know what y'all think. I feel like it's a good one. I don't know. The sun is really sunning. Anyways, let me know. Moving on, last but not least, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. This, again, I've had for so long. I don't know. I just, like, haven't brought myself to do the thing. But I want to bring myself to do the thing. So, has anyone read it? What did you think? I've heard very little about this. Like, it used to be popular in BookTok, but I've heard very little about it lately and in general. So, these are the girls. If you've read any of them, please let me know your thoughts, as I've already said 100 times. I know I'm a broken record, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.
I think that's supposed to be magic. I knew that.